It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Well, hello, sweepies, and welcome to What's the Maple Tea?
Hello, hello, hello. You're here with me, Rowena Whey.
And me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
She's back in Australia. She's back down under.
I'd like to be down under. There we go. There we go.
She likes to be down under the covers, underneath the I don't know what else.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Back in my man cave, I don't know.
Man cave.
Yeah.
Is that where you get into drag? Is that where you got into this drag today?
Exactly. I'm a beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman.
Actually, with that hair, yeah, probably.
Oh yes, whip that hair back and forth. So you're listening to
What?
Willow Smith, she is not. You're listening to What's the Maple Tea, the live broadcast podcast where we talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race, and of course Drag Race Down Under, which is what we're talking about tonight. And the most recent episode, Drag Family Resemblance.
Woohoo! Drag Family Resemblance! Look at us. We look so alike, don't we, Rowena? And we're not even related.
So alike, and we're not even related. Although I will say that I already have my Family Resemblance look for you. I've got a nice muumuu and a blue wig, and I just have to barely paint on a lip and an eye, and I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. The basic drag. Yes, exactly, Michelle. Exactly. Anyway. Oh, wait. We can't put that on the airwaves, can we? Oh, well. There we go. We did. Are you able to
We
see?
definitely do call. I mean, I don't call my vagina a man cave, Michelle. I'm pretty sure I call my vagina loose. But to each their own.
And that's why we have the explicit on our podcast.
Yes, not child-friendly, not family-friendly, unlike Pride. Oh, wait.
My vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. Have a
That's
great
why
show.
it's so moist.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Moist.
Yeah, exactly.
Moist.
It's from all the tears. All the tears.
So tonight we are going to do an extra special, slightly shorter episode because I have a concussion and I'm not supposed to be looking at screens. So I made an exception for the one and only Tyffanie Morgan, my co-host, but she has promised me that we will not get off topic tonight, which we've already done once.
No, well, no, what are you talking about? We've never been off topic ever on this program. We are so succinct and to the point.
We only have one topic, and that is the hot topic.
All right, the hot topic being the mini
Drag Race Down Under, Family
Drag Race Down
Resemblance.
Family Resemblance, exactly. Oh,
Exactly.
I did love the mini challenge.
I was about to say, we actually had a mini challenge tonight, and that mini challenge was fetching.
Ooh, I know. Oh my gosh. It was like, I was getting
I
the
really,
palpitations, the
right?
perspirations and palpitations.
I'm supposed to be on bed rest, but my head was like, heart was pounding. I was overheating. Whew, had to turn on the air conditioning. Hot
The
flashes,
room
hot
was the
flashes.
the room was spinning, especially
I
when the
wish that
shark
meat
popped
was
out.
spinning. Oh, the shark. The shark was hilarious.
Oh
So the
my
mini
god.
challenge was essentially worthless, but the pit crew came out wearing very cute black shorts, and underneath they had animals hidden in their underwear. I know a couple animals I would like to have been hidden in their underwear, but
My anaconda, da.
and the queens had to try and guess based on 3 clues what animal was hidden in the pit crew's underwear. And honestly, it was just really cute, really fun. And yes,
Thirsty.
very thirsty. I don't think Scarlett Adams was trying to win at all. I think she just wanted to sit there for 3 guesses for each person.
Oh my gosh. Well, Oh my gosh. What? Oh.
It's worth
Okay.
not
So.
winning the mini challenge as long as you get to stare at the men's. And there were a lot of men's.
Do you think they're all from New Zealand models, or do you think they mix them up?
That's a good question. So a couple of them were Maori, so I'm guessing that they were from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And they all came from the same football team or rugby team, the Falcons,
Oh.
which is a gay rugby team in New Zealand. So I'm guessing that they might not all be from New Zealand, but they were sourced from New Zealand.
Okay, sorry. I thought we were still talking pit crew. We're now talking. the
Sorry, I don't know what I was
contestants.
thinking. I was thinking like we moved on already. See, everything tonight, I'm just going to blame concussion brain. Blaming concussion brain.
There we go. There we go. It has nothing to do with a pussy who's trying to distract you. Oh! Oh! She's got a sausage! A sausage! Yeah, so after winning, what's her name? Maxie Shield, she won, and out comes these menses of the rugby persuasion, and she gets to
More
give 'em
good-looking
off.
menses. More
I
good-looking menses.
know.
It was a very well-rounded episode.
The jaw lines on every single one of them.
Well, all but the one with the beard.
Well, that's true. That's true. The jaw lines on all of them, except the guy with the beard, could have, cut glass. And
Sorry, cut ass? Cut ass.
I said glass.
Oh.
But
Oh,
sure,
okay.
sure.
Sure.
They could have spread those cheekbones.
So, as we said earlier, the challenge this week was to transform one of these very fetching rugby players. See what I did there? Fetching rugby players into drag Family Resemblance. Now,
Yes.
do you think that Miss Maxie Shield, who was assigned the role of assigning the roles, do you think that she did it fairly, or do you think she was being shady?
Oh, no, 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 no. She wasn't being shady at all. Art Simone, she's like, well, she's not being very strategic, is she? No, she was matching everyone up to who she thought was appropriate, leaving the one that she was like, oh, this one, I can definitely dress up myself. We're the
Well,
same
as we
body type,
saw-
almost the same height.
As we saw on Drag Race UK, there was a lot of drama regarding the Ellie Diamond when she was really shady. So maybe she was just trying to avoid the drama.
That could be it. That could be it. She's also an older queen, and she seems to be a nice queen. You know what I mean? Like she's not one to cause the drama in there, unlike others. Unlike
There's a
others.
cat. There's a cat about to walk onto the screen.
Oh,
There we
and
go.
knocking over the camera. There we go.
Did a very weird jump when they heard your music, your voice come out. So Maxie Shield assigned all of the roles, or all of the partners. And as you said, she was pretty fair. I think the only person who might have gotten a little hardship was Scarlett Adams.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Like all their personalities, they were all up for it. You know, they were all willing to go that extra mile, but they had all not
Oh, they're all willing to
experienced
go the
it.
extra mile, the extra kilometer, the extra league.
Yeah, but that none of them had even been in heels, and one of them's like, "Well, I put my mother's lipstick on when I was 5." And it's like,
Just the
girl.
lipstick? I don't believe that for a second. Lipstick, dress, mother's wig, all of it.
But yeah, it was yeah, quite the types and stuff like that, because it did start talking about um the some of the problems that they had, like it like having the beard, it's a bit of a shield they talked about, because
They
it's kind
talked
of
about how
concealed.
masculinity is a shield from sometimes the femininity that is portrayed when you're a gay man, and playing rugby you're expected to be masculine, and all of these gender roles, and they got into it. But
Yeah.
the girls, of course, broke it down for them and said, like, you have to just own your femininity.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. They all, if I saw their photos on, like, one of the dating apps out there, I'm sure I would have seen Mask for Mask in the in the profile somewhere,
Well,
because that's
nowadays, everyone's profile says mask for mask, just with a K instead of a C.
oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. Oh, that kind of mask. Oh, fuck. Why am I not getting these things? It's Pride
Wow.
Month. I'm already exhausted.
I
I
thought
don't know
I
about
was
you.
dense.
She who's got the brain concussion?
Yeah, right? Right? So the ladies had to put their counterpoints into family resemblance drag. And really, that's the whole part of the episode. They tried to build a little bit of drama surrounding Art Simone, because unlike all the other girls, Art Simone put on her face first before doing doing her sister, Craft Simone.
Yeah, it
Am I Rose?
is
Am
that
I Rose? Do I look like Rose? Is
I think maybe that's it. We have a comment.
it this
Is that
hair?
Rose?
This hair?
Well, yeah, probably, and the unibrow as well.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
that too. I haven't plucked that in a while.
yeah, Art Simone. So, it that's kind of leaning into kind of my theory, right? That she's brought back to add more drama to it, and I'm thinking that's exactly what she's taking cues from the producers or something to try to cause drama. I don't think she's there to win. She's a plant now.
I think she's there to
Just
win. Art Simone is a fantastic drag queen. I do think she's there to win.
Well, I think they brought it back just to cause some strife and stuff like that. But I also think that I need to be reading the credits on every one of these episodes, because after today's episode, I'm like, I'm sure she's going to kick back from Australian tourism with this look. Like, hello. Like, every look is a reference to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert these
And
days.
I mean, Hugo Weaving must be so happy because he's probably getting commissions through the wazoo for doing that.
Yep, probably, probably. But it was a very cute kind of like, it was adding some tension. She's putting on her face. All the queens were like, I turn around, she's doing her eyes. I turn around, she's doing her eyes. I turn around, she's doing her eyes. And you can see the guy sitting there. He's like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for his eyebrows to dry." They weren't dry. Um.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a comment here. I really hate that they're pushing these three white queens with spotty past to the front.
I only knew about 2 with spotty pasts. I know that Karen from Finance and Scarlett Adams have spotty pasts, but who's the third one? Is it Art?
We'll have to wait for our.
We'll have to wait for our commentary to comment.
Yeah, exactly.
I also don't like that the producers are pushing these queens forwards, but I don't think that Scarlett Adams is going to be around much longer. I think they're setting up that Electroshock Scarlett Adams showdown.
Yeah, that is the running kind of dialogue, the running story right now. It's Electroshock versus Scarlett Adams.
Yeah. I like that even these queens are even self-producing now, because Electroshock is like, oh, I'm ready for the showdown. I know it's going to be me versus Scarlett, and I'm ready to kill her in this lip sync. They're building their own stories, and you even see Rue reference it on the runway during this episode, where she's like, oh, well, you can really see her story. Like, you can see that she's still building. Like, her story is growth. Whereas Ketamine, she's like, oh, well, her story is growth, but now she's, like, really peaking and showing what she's got. And she mentioned storyline twice. So I think for anyone who wants to audition for Drag Race, or Canada's Drag Race, or Drag Race Down Under, or Drag Race UK, or Drag Race Espanol, or Drag Race Netherlands, or Drag Race Thailand, or Drag Race Italia, which was just confirmed.
Ooh, I think we know someone who can translate for us.
We definitely do. Hey, Italian man. I think that it's really important to be able to create a story for yourself, or to provide a story. Like, you can't just say, like, I'm a good queen. You have to say, this is my story. Yeah, just like Priyanka did on Canada's Drag Race.
No. Well, and that's part of the application process as we went through. I think it's kind of a lot of those initial questions were kind of looking into that, right? What is the storyline? Why does your drag, aka your story of drag, why does it need to be seen on the screens? And as long as it's a strong enough story that you may be able to see that. Yeah, there's we did a previous episode, a podcast where we're talking about Canada's Drag Race Season 2, the potential people. Go to themapletea.ca for that. And because one of our commenters here is mentioning about Eve 6000's story. I don't know anything about her, but other than she's good. But back to Drag Race Down Under, because that's what we're talking about. As Rowena tries to eat, what are you eating? Edibles? I don't understand. It's her pain relief.
It's my pain relief. I eat sausage for pain relief.
She's eating. It's an itch relief. But it was interesting because some of the queens came out. They were looking very much like each other, like almost twinsies.
Twins, not just family resemblance, literal twins. Ketamine and Phetamine, literal twins. The other one. Electroshock and Re-Reaction, literal twins.
Space aliens. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, in the past, Drag Family Resemblance, they have done literal twins before, many times, and that's generally who the winner is. And in this episode as well, literal twin won.
Well, yeah, because what's her name? Art Simone. She's like, oh, I think this is going to be a high-level sort of thinking, and it's not going to be all about twins. So my girl is going to be similar to me, and she just did her makeup similar to hers, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't really necessarily see that, but
I saw it. It was a little bit toned down. Like she changed some of the shapes, so the lips weren't quite as big, the eyes weren't quite as big, but the makeup structure was all the same.
But the looks were not the same.
The looks were thematically the same, but were not the same look.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go through these queens.
Oh, let's talk about Art Simone, though. That look, though. I'm going to start with that look. She decided to take the younger look instead of the older look. I'm like, you shady girl. You
I
shady girl.
loved it though. I loved the flip-flop dress redone. I loved the like pastels, and it was such a good reference. And it was such a good pair of outfits. Like I truly loved it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. As well, anyone would if you've ever grown up with Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. So, I mean, I got the critique that they didn't look alike, but other than that, I thought it was amazing. Very fun.
All right.
Okay,
What do we
so
got here? Oh, there we go. There we go.
next up, Karen from Finance. So she came out as Karen from Finance, and her sister came out as Debbie from Reception, and they look the exact same as well.
Um, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
different
They
wig,
look
but the same.
well, and the criticisms too, I think were very accurate because with those glasses and everything, you couldn't see anyone's faces in those outfits. Like they were bundled all the way up to here, and then
Hmm.
glasses, and you're like, all you saw was a little bit of lip there. Oh,
And because the glasses were so big, you really couldn't see the makeup. So it was hard to tell whether or not it was actually a good resemblance. And it was. The makeup was actually good. I can see why she did well, like better. But there was definitely a clear winner in this episode. And then it was unclear who was going to be in the bottom.
yeah. Well, it was unclear to me who was going to be in the top. Like the criticism. Okay, so that was her. Let's go to the next one here. Oh, the winner. The
Ketamine.
winner. Ketamine and amphetamine. I love this. I love
I
this
loved
look.
it. Spots and stripes, perfect patterns. They came out with those coveralls. Or sorry, the wraps. I would love that dress. Fantastic wrap dresses. And what a great idea! Like come out in a matching reveal.
Yo,
I
very, very
don't think we've
smart.
seen that yet.
That was smart costume design ahead of time. Exactly. Exactly. She
Hmm.
had put a lot of thought into them ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Yes, she had.
Oh.
She had brought those two outfits. Oh goodness, Maxi Shield. Okay. So what
Oh.
did you think of the jellyfish dress?
Jellyfish. Is that what it was supposed to be? I thought it was like a deflated beach ball. I have no idea.
So I saw on her Instagram, it was inside something that Beth Ditto wore.
Okay.
But it wasn't great. It looked a little bit like a Hershey's Kiss that had melted.
Well, I think the judges' critiques were very, very accurate. That they were hoping to see a little bit of herself in the outfit
Hmm.
and then mimicked over to the other person. Because with her looks throughout the season have been all about those big ass titties.
Yep.
And you didn't see any. You didn't see any. You just saw when.
I mean, it's like if I did a family resemblance and did not put my family member in leopard print. It would be shocking,
It would be. It
right?
would be.
So Maxie was definitely a low for me. The other low for me, and is probably going to continue to be me now, is Scarlett Adams.
Oh my
Just,
gosh.
I appreciate what she did. So Scarlett constructed a structured, like boned bodice, but it was essentially just a corset.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. I no. I
It
don't even
wasn't
I remember what she was wearing. I don't even remember what her
the
compadre
exact
was
same
wearing.
thing in blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was that forgettable. All I remember is whipping the things around and then just, you know,
Well, we're
yeah.
not there yet, girl. We're not there yet.
No, okay. No, no, no. I mean her compadre.
Oh,
When they were
yes.
doing the walk. That's all I remember. I just remember flashes of things being flown around. That's
Yeah,
all I
she
know.
did a Lilith Kane performance during the runway.
Yeah. Ah! All right, next one. Oh, we already talked about Art Simone. Um. Oh, wait. Apparently, I haven't updated this in a while.
Coco Jumbo's not on the show anymore. She was eliminated a while back, if you remember. I was very upset about that. I'm still upset about that, by the way. Bring back Coco Jumbo.
Bring back Coco Jumbo.
So the
Did we
last
get
one
everyone
is
already?
Electra
Oh,
Shock. We did not talk about
yes.
Electra. So Electra came out in
She's
this
actually right
purple
there.
alien outfit, which I actually really liked. And I really liked the resemblance. The makeup, yes, was not as good on her sister, but they both looked good.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely a theme,
Hmm.
and they had rehearsed quite a bit. Like they
They
had
had.
definitely gotten their routine down. So
Hmm.
it was great to see that. Yeah.
So, the top queen of the week, I mean, could have easily predicted it based on the runways, was ketamine and phenamine. And honestly, I think that they played very well together. They had very good meshed. They meshed very well, whatever this is
Uh,
called.
Simpatico.
Simpatico. I'm at a loss for words. Which is how I felt about the bottom queens, Maxi Shield and Scarlett Adams.
Well, I can't believe they it wasn't Electra and Scarlet.
Well, I think it's
Um,
because it was Maxi's turn to go, and they know that next week will be Electra and Scarlett.
well, I'm not too sure if next week is going to be them. I think they're going to save that for a little bit later in the season, but we'll
Really?
see. We'll see.
I mean, next week is
Um,
the talent show, and who knows? Because so far, I have no idea what some of these people can do.
well, we I think Kidemy mentioned that she's able to play a flute.
I can play a flute too. Didn't you see me eating the sausage earlier?
Oh,
No.
my.
Um, I imagine that there will be some dancing. And I imagine that art will do art.
Some sort of reference to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Some reference
Visit
to Australian
Australia.
culture, but
Some visit
not
Australia.
not indigenous culture, just white culture.
Oh, well.
And yeah, honestly, this episode didn't shock. I fairly by the books,
Yeah, it didn't shock me at all either.
but
Um,
unfortunately, Maxi Shield
yeah.
went home.
It was what I. Yes, the youngest and now the oldest out of the queens are now sent home. I, I would say though that this was the first. Was this not the first time we saw Scarlett Adams lip sync for her life?
This
It
was the
was,
first
wasn't it?
time that she lip synced for her life. Yes. And of course, girl, you can
Well,
always
and
be
you could.
honest on what's the maple tea. This is what's the maple tea. We only give the tea.
Well, so I'm going to talk about that now. When we saw her perform, lip syncing for her life, oh my word! Oh my word! Like that was quite the performance.
Yep. She
Like
does seem a
totally
little bit
different.
stiff when she's performing. I enjoyed it, but she does seem a little bit stiff.
Well, she did have a corset, and her waist was like cinched like so much.
This is true. This is
Um,
true.
I was kind of chuckling when she did. I counted at least 2 splits when she was being a shady a bit about Electra's
Well,
lip syncing.
so if you do one set of splits, it cancels out when you do a second set of splits. Because
Well,
then
she
it
did
just
do
turns
them
into
slightly different.
scissoring.
Oh, let's see, Sizzle.
And actually, yes, I agree with this comment. So every week, when I'm not feeling anything, because they aren't giving us time to fall in love with these characters, and I was really feeling that earlier this season. I did not really know any of these queens. I didn't really know what they were about, and I'm kind of getting to know a couple of them, but I'm really not. We're getting some very choppy cuts. We're not getting a lot of dialogue between the queens. We're not really getting to know them. We're just kind of seeing them on the runway and in the challenges, and even then barely even in the challenges. So I'm hoping that we get to know the top 5 a little better next week.
Well, yeah, you are right. It's really surface. It's really just surface. It's really just the drama that's going on in the room that's being sold to us. So, and, the plant, stirring up the drama.
Yeah.
I'm totally expecting her to be booted out at some point and then revealed that she had a special contract to, stir shit up.
You're trying to create a role for yourself on Canada's Drag Race Season 3, aren't you? You want to be the shit stirrer.
Please, that's so against my grain. But let me tell you, I can take cues from producers.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, well, so that is the episode tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Before we go, my name is Rowena Whey.
And my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
She's over here.
Yeah.
And this is What's the Maple Tea. You can subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. You can get our bonus episodes there. So we have an interview with Boa. We have an interview with Mimi Osa, where we talk about Canada's Drag Race Season 2 and all of those queens that we think might be on it. And of course, go to themapletea.ca to find out all that information. And a couple shout outs. One, I'm on a beer. Queen of Wheat
She's on a beer.
by Spearhead Brewery is now available in their store. Go get it. Money goes to the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity. And donate to my PWA bike rally donation page. I'm going to be doing 2 100-kilometer bike rides, raising money for HIV and AIDS regional services in Kingston. So please donate. Go to my Instagram, Rowena Whey. Click on the link. It's in there.
Exactly. And if I had the pictures up here, join me for the Kingston Pride Extravaganza 1999 filming screenings. That's going to be happening on Wednesday, June the 9th. That's tomorrow. And also on June 17th. Go check out my Twitch and check out Facebook and stuff like that. But without
any further ado, I'm going to go rest my concussion brain.
All right, you go rest your concussion brain. Bye-bye, sweet pea.
Bye, everyone. Happy 1-year anniversary of Chromatica.